I'll say heads. Yeah. Oh my god! Oh my god! Look at this! Look at this right here! I just won nationals! Oh my goodness! That is literally how you can describe the finals for Pokemon VGC that just happened, like the US nationals. If you don't believe me, you think I'm over-exaggerating, just watch this battle. I have a couple of highlights right here. So right now, we have Kangaskhan goes for return, Salamence was protecting, but then Groudon steps up with its Precipice Blade, you know. We're going to go through, we're going to go and hit this Bronzong because it set up the gravity, and then the critical hit takes out the Bronzong, and you can see the reaction right there. His face, he's a little down, and then just, what? I actually feel really bad for Aaron Trailer because he pulls it through. Like, he almost brings this battle back. And then right here, we have it to where Groudon and Xerneas double protected on the previous turn. So all of that Groudon has to rely on is protecting again, and he gets it because Smeargle's setting up wide guards and stuff. So Groudon fails that protect, the game is over right there because Xerneas goes for the Moonblast, and then Groudon that Aaron set up has a Swords Dance on it. That Aaron was able to get a Tailwind going, get a Swords Dance going, really try to pull the game back, and then the Precipice Blades would have ended up finishing off the battle like that. So that's really a coin flip. That is, like, when you go for a double protect, it's 100% a coin flip because it becomes a 50-50. That there's a 50% chance it fails or succeeds on that second usage. And I think that that's one of the ways of summarizing VGC, especially with this ending field, you know. Groudon versus Groudon. That it eventually comes down to some kind of speed ties to the side of a lot of battles. Same with Xerneas. That all the teams are so cookie cutter with maybe one or two tech Pokemon to somewhat spice it up, but everyone's holding to the same core. And that's pretty bad. Also, hacking was a huge, and still is a huge issue this year. Not accusing any of these finalists or anyone specifically at Nationals, but it's a safe bet to assume that there was quite a few hackers at Nationals, especially because, like, it's predominant in the VGC community already. Not to mention just legendaries. No one wants to go through and play Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire again just so they could get a Primal Groudon even if they didn't even have Omega Ruby. You know, they have to buy it, go through that game, play it all the way through, and then just reset that final battle so many times after the cutscenes and final scenes. You know, it takes a very long time, and a lot of people justify it's like, oh, I don't have time to sit through and get a legitimate Pokemon, so I'll make something that passes hack check. Now, fortunately, the Xerneas is better, kind of. Like, recently we got our Xerneas event, so you could just soft reset the event and get a legal Xerneas, but before that, people were still hacking Xerneases, and I mean, there's not a lot of people that deny hacking in the VGC community, and some of the top tier players even admit to it, like this guy right here. So about a dozen times a day, I get someone tweeting at me, you know, that has VGC in their tag, you know, like Feeth VGC or some, you know, someone's name, someone's battle tag VGC because they're VGC players, and they say, oh, hacking isn't wrong. It's okay to cheat in Pokemon or something like that as long as it gets past the hack check. And right here we have UK VGC Pokemon player who got second place at Nationals, who admits to using hacked Pokemon. So I need someone to gen me stuff. If you can, please do me, thanks. And then also right here, you know, power saves are fun with a Xerneas right there. Now, the reason I found out about him is because he approached me on Twitter and he started saying, you know, cheating's okay, everyone does it, so, you know, it's not a bad thing as long as they have legal stats. And then we can find throughout his timeline, you know, there's proof of him cheating, even though he's a top VGC player. Same with this guy right here, Max VGC. Does that fit in screen? Yes, it does. Finished third place in UK Nats, and then right here he is defending cheating. You know, is there any way of getting PK Hex with version whatever, or do I have to upgrade my DS? So he's talking about using PK Hex, and he's asking for PK Hex advice, and then he also confronts me, you know, hacking isn't breaking the rules. If the mons are legit and pass hack checks, they could have been obtained legal. No, that is absolutely incorrect. Hacking does break the rules. That you could read the rules of Pokemon. It says no Pokemon modification whatsoever. You can't even breed hacked parents, and I have that in the previous video, which I'll link to below. So yeah, no modifying, no cheating, no anything in Pokemon. It doesn't matter if it passes hack checks. It's not a legal Pokemon, even in the eyes of the Pokemon Company. So here we have the 4th place and the 2nd place VGC UK national players admitting to hacking, and then a lot of other people. You know, you can see in the comments section of the videos that whenever I do my Wolfie VGC video or just any kind of video against hacking, you know, there's a very even like-dislike ratio, that there's a lot of people in the comments that support cheating. They're like, oh, either I don't have the time to do this, or I don't, or that, you know, as long as they have legal stats, Pokemon's okay. So a majority of the community is in favor of hacking their Pokemon as long as they're legal, even though it's still against the rules. So that's another bad point on this whole VGC event that we had going on, that, you know, with VGC, hacking was more predominant than ever this year, and then the teams were like as bad as last year as well. That's, you know, same thing over and over, a lot of speed ties, and even more RNG involved now, which is pretty unfortunate. So yeah, Nationals just kind of showed all of this in one by being decided at the flip of a coin, and also some random crits and stuff like that. So wasn't really that clean. This year's pretty sad right now, and I hope for the best. You know, it wouldn't be as bad without the cheating, and it wouldn't be as bad if there was a little more innovation, or, you know, people trying to break the mold just a bit. But that's the coverage right there. If you guys didn't figure out how, or if you guys want to know how Nationals ended, that's how it did. So you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.